Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Mining Mechs. It is as far as I can tell, it's a motherlode style digging and mining incremental game, which looks kind of neat. It's got full online multiplayer, I think for up to 8 players. So we're gonna go with, Doug Dig. That's a world name. And dive in. But yeah, so you're just digging into the world, grabbing resources, using it to upgrade your mechs, and rinsing and repeating. So, welcome kid, thanks for making your way over here. I called for your help because we've been hearing weird noises coming from the underground. We've been scanning the earth, and we're detecting very strange activity. Weird noises and strange activity. You know I'll never stay away from an adventure. Count me in. Wait, do I have just giant screw bolts on my arms? I thought I just had cool gold-plated mech arms, not just bolts into my, shoulders. Cripes. Glad to hear it. I knew we could count on you. I haven't used a mech in a while, though. Can you help me get started? Of course. Tap those A and D keys to shimmy left and right. Fancy footwork, right? Okay, can I... Oh, I see. When you're ready to catch the mare, press space. Now, cozy jump in the... Okay, now, here's where it gets cozy. Jump into your trusty mech. Okay, there we go. There we go. Much bigger than I thought. Didn't know there'd be a toilet in here. How is there a toilet in there? Well, don't be fooled. The mech's seen better days. Rusty like an antique. You should upgrade it when you get the chance. Or, you know, shop for a sleek new model. Upgrade. My wallet's flatter than a pancake. Well, shut your pancake hole and let's make some money then. Hold S to channel your inner mole and drill downwards to get buried treasure. Okay, I like the writing on this. It's very irreverent in a good way. Okay, so we can just grab some resources. I'm assuming we grab some. I'm the master of drilling now. Oh snap, look at you, jackpot. I'm starting to think you've got hidden talents, buddy. You can keep on digging until your dirt storage or inventory is about to burst. When it's time to head back to sunshine, hold W and soar like a champ. Fresh air awaits. Now I have a helicopter. Just in time for a breath of fresh air. The toilet's playing hard to flush. The writing is a little juvenile. In case you need a breather from your mech buddy, hold space to part ways. Do nod to your left, that's the dirt dump. Toss your excess dirt there and light your load. Got the goods, buyers on the right. Swing by and say hi and make some moolah. And last but not least, don't forget to check in with me now and again to go over your objectives. Got it, boss. I'll be on my way then. There's more resources to be found. Okay. Can I do things in the mech? Hello, we'll take the dirt and bury it for you. You'll bury my dirt? Yes, I'll dig a hole and bury it. What about the dirt you'll dig up, though? Dumb question. We'll bury it. Genius. Okay. We also have dynamite. Good day, we exchange ores for cash. Awesome, you don't have to tell me twice. Why would I tell you twice? Well, that's the saying, didn't mean it literally. Right, well, anyway, we'll exchange ores for cash. Now you know what, never mind. Okay, so we got some money. And then we've got this over here. Let's see, do we have VSync? Nope. Let's try borderless, see if that fixes it. Yeah, it's a bit smoother. What is this? Oh, nice mech you got there. Want to work together? Work together? I don't know about that. Last time someone asked me that, I woke up the next day without my left kidney. Don't worry, I'm a fair businessman. See, my trusty pump here can extract resources from mines. If you can help me connecting my pump to a mine, I'll suck the resources right out. I'll sell them to you too, and wire the revenue directly to your account. Got me a revenue. Let's go. That's the spirit. There's a mine southwest of here. Let's get to that one first, but first you need to buy some stuff. Okay, extend pipe down. And left pipe. Awesome. We got what we need. Now dig down towards the mine. I can smell those juicy resources already. Oh, I see. Oh no, it seems like there's a rock here. I can't drill through that. No worries, my old man said. If you can't drill it, blow it up. Here's a small bomb. A bomb? How do I use it? Select a bomb using Q and E. And use it with F. Kaboom! Ha! Take that, rock. That's how it's done. And now we're deep enough. Now we just need to lead the pipe to the left. Select the left pipe, Q and E, attach it to the pipe using F. Awesome. Horizontal pipes extend automatically. And there we go. You've attached your first mine. You can leave the rest to me. See that? Money is already flowing into your account. Ooh, that wasn't too hard. I'm not even missing any kidneys, I think. So what's next? Well, more mines you attach, the more revenue I can generate for you. Oh, if you upgrade the pump, I'll be able to extract resources at a higher rate from all the mines attached. Got it. Better get going then. There are mines to be found. So here's the question. I see. So I cannot, Here's a question. Do I fall through? No. Okay, it falls through at the end. So we might as well go looking for some more mines along the way here. I might as well just have this one singular section just go, like, wicked deep. I'm also turning the sound effects down. That grinding noise is going to grind my gears something fierce. There we go. Yeah, I honestly forgot about this game, which I feel kind of bad about, but, like, it's just been one doozy of a year. In my defense, I was sick. And so it was kind of one of those where it's like, every game from more or less September is just kind of, I don't want to say like non-existent to me. Oh. Okay, so I have to be careful to make crossways when I can. As I literally cannot dig... I cannot dig upwards. Or over, so... I mean, I can always dig back up again if I absolutely want to or need to. Okay, so let's sell our ores. Oh, we have to keep talking to him. Okay, I've got 1,000. That's pretty good. The old man wants to say a thing, but first, grab my dirt. There we go. Strange noises, side quest and patching up. Okay. Detected strange noises coming from 50 meters depth. I'd like you to investigate this. Strange noises, huh? Any idea what it could be? Not at all. We detected those noises 2 months ago, but they've been getting louder ever since. Huh, weird. What it could be? I'll dig to 50 meters depth to investigate. Patching up. First off, let's patch up that old mech, because we're not getting anywhere like this. Upgrade your mech to level 3. Gotcha, boss. I'll be on my way. And silver shortage. Hey, kid, you want to make a little extra on the side? Or there's a big shortage of silver ore at the moment. We can get a batch of 8 silver ores and sell them for, we can sell them for double their worth. Only if you deliver as one batch, though. Okay. I'll have to keep that in mind. I'm assuming silvers are kind of the whitish ore like that. Alright, so what else do we have here? Welcome! I'm the best mechanic in town. You also look a lot like me. Oh wow, how many mechanics does this town have? 1! Makes sense. Anyway, I can upgrade your mech for a bit of cash. Once upgraded, you can rebalance it for free at any time. Sounds good. Alright, so we can do more drill power, flight speed, inventory size, dirt storage. We can also get a different mech, but expensive. Oh, I see. So we can buy a couple of upgrades. Frankly, I'm probably just going to work on those two. Drill power is nice, but not huge. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, there it is. I feel like we're just going to dig out all of the ground here. Oh, well. Like, this whole town is just going to collapse on itself. And maybe that's fine. Also, this music is really bumping. Like, not in a way that I was exactly expecting, but it's kind of charming to listen to. Also, dang, that mine's actually good money. Let's see, do we want to do more than this? I'm looking for that silver. There's only so much of it in the immediate vicinity. Okay, let's go over first. Normally I go for like a really strong elevator vibe, but unless we can actually put a platform down to kind of limit where I'm mining, it becomes a problem. Like, it's almost maybe better for me to do like a really zigzaggy pattern so that I always have the opportunity, shoot, to dig over to where I need to go to get the ores that I'm looking for. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Because I can always just keep digging down. And there's no reason not to. So if we just decimate the entire world, so be it. Okay. Now we do have that, but no. I gotta be a little careful with this. Oh, we have too much dirt. Okay, that's the old man. What about over here? What do we have? It does seem like it's kind of just empty dirt out to the side. So I think I'll ignore that for now. Yeah. I can just come back to this later. Let's see, what was I gonna say? I could actually see this being really fun with like a group of people. Right now it's kind of a solitary experience just because, well, I'm playing it alone. And so there's no level of like teamwork or interactions and stuff. But I could see with like a group of 8 friends being able to split up. So for example, even the quest that I'm doing right now, the go get 8 silver ore would be really easy. You'd have everybody else just going for like madcap copper and other such things running around while the one person is running around specifically trying to get copper. Or not copper, silver. Okay. Go over here. I'd like to find some more mines if I can. But I don't know how lucky we're going to be in that regard. Okay, here it is. Do we just go straight down? I guess I might as well. There's not really a whole lot of other ores in the area. And I'm sure at some point we gain the ability to actually put down like platforms and stuff so that we can reach certain resources without having to fiddle like the way I am. Either with the ability to dig up, down, or, well, dig up as well as down, or some variation. Where am I at? I only need one more. So yeah, let's just dig down through here. If I have to dig out the entire like 3x3 area, so be it. I've collected 8 silver ores. Perfect. Here's the extra profit now. The buyer will give you the rest when you drop it off. It's actually a lot. That was worth doing. I'd love to play a version of this, like a slightly expanded version where you have to outlead treasures. Scanning the ground to locate the strange noises. I might have found something interesting. Want to investigate these coordinates. Exciting. Let's see, does this thing have a navigation system or something? Guess Google Maps doesn't support underground treasure hunting, but no worries. The coordinates on the top right of the screen will help me find my way. Okay. 1337, of course. I'm assuming that's where I'm supposed to turn things in. So what is M? Oh, I see. So we can actually see the different conversion ratios. So tin, copper, and silver. And then we also have like jewelry and some other things. And then we can just apparently talk to the quest giver from wherever. But I like the piping and mining system, and I'd also really love to see this with, what do we want to save up? Nah. Flight speed, drill power. Let's go for dirt storage. Right now I just want to be... Oh, right, we got to level 3. Thanks, I thought it was a little overkill when they installed a PlayStation in here, but hey, I'm not complaining. Oh, we got some more money out of that. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to bother with flight speed because it's not going to help us too much. New mech. Hey kid, I don't want to roast your gear, but your mech's looking a little rusty. Why don't you save up and buy yourself a new one? Oh, I guess you're right. And I don't have a cup holder, so I keep spilling my milk. I'll save up and get myself a new one free of milk stains. Ugh. Also, how can you have a PlayStation and not a cup holder? I have, questions. Alright, let's just get all of the copper. And the silver in this area. Like, at this point, I'm just gonna go for money more than anything else. I guess we could go for the elite treasure as well. But I'm sure that's just gonna pop up as I dig around. Also, boy, we do really dig through the dirt way faster than we do ores, which I guess actually makes a lot of sense. Did we get it? Yeah, I think we did. Let's see. Let's dig one over to the side before I mess myself up a little bit. Again, it's reasonably easy to get over and mine through things, but we are trying to get every lasting bit of ore here. Although I might start going deeper and deeper as we go along. Wow, that was less money than I thought it would be. I guess it's not that big of a deal. This is an incremental game. I should not expect to be just, like, handed money on a silver platter constantly. I think most of the reason why my opinion's been tinged on this heavily boils down well, I mean, the fact that, yes, I started with all that silver for that quest, and then I got the extra bonus money for it, and so it's like, oh, but why would I mine for copper and tin and whatnot? You know, it's inferior money, and the answer is like, oh, yeah, because there's not that much silver, and I'm going to spend a lot of time looking for it rather than just mining whatever's immediately available. I do really like this style of game, though. The ones where you effectively have kind of simple mechanisms, but you have a lot of different ways to... Oh, right, I was going to talk about the automation. I'll get to that in a second. But you have kind of like a simple goal. Just go dig out all the resources in this area, and we'll pay you for it. And you use that to incrementally upgrade your mech as you go around, or whatever your means of interaction. SteamWorld Dig is much the same manner as this. I think what I'd love to see is like conveyor belts and stuff, so to the point where you can actually make subterranean like excavation systems. Wait, what does spacebar do? I'll have to test that. It might be like a leave the cave situation or something. It can also kind of do like a weird zigzaggy thing. But like Dome Keeper hits the exact same vibe. What other games do this particularly well? SteamWorld Dig. Oh, Galactic Mining Corporation. I gotta go back to that one as well. Like, all of these, like, alt incremental games that very much fit the genre, but nobody really talks about them in the same way. As, like, well, Orb of Creation or Cookie Clicker. And maybe I'm wrong in this. Maybe the fans of the incremental genre are actually like way more possessed of knowledge on the genre, or knowledge. Have like way better lists of like what are the good games in the genre compared to where I'm at. But I've never seen those communities pop up or talk about things, so it's kind of one of those where it's like, I don't know. It could be one of those that like most people don't talk about it, and everybody just kind of relies on literally me to bring it up every once in a while. It's like recently somebody said like, hey, yeah, Wander, you're one of the better incremental YouTubers out there. And I'm like, what? It feels like it's such a popular niche, and yet it ends up just being a niche. I hope to expand that a little bit. One of my videos that I want to do sooner than later is one talking about what my favorite incremental games are, because there are more than enough of them that I can actually sit down and say like, hey, these are really good. This one's up there, actually, at least based on its like initial impressions. There's definitely a lot of drudgery and just kind of repeatedly going in to grab to sell ore and whatnot. And so, yeah, I'd love to see like conveyor belts and like teleporters and all sorts of weird things, because I think the pipe system is cool, but I feel like that only scratches the surface of like a much deeper potential system that could be really neat to engage with. I will sell this boot, or I will destroy it. I'm not entirely sure. Nope, boot counts. Boy, the music elevates this, though. Like, I am very much going to bring that up a couple of times, is having some really bumping music to just have going on in the background really carries. I'm sure it's just licensed music, but I saw a games journalist talking about this recently, that even though it's using like stock music, the developer is a good DJ and picks some like really good choices. And I think that's something that needs to be lauded a little bit more. A lot of devs I find use licensed music, art, or whatever. I don't want to say thoughtlessly, but there's no real sense of like, hey, does this fit, or it's just good enough? I'm certainly guilty of this myself. I use an amount of licensed music for my own videos, like video essays and stuff, things where I want to have something in the background, so it's not just my voice. And I definitely will admit a lot of my music choices are things that kind of appeal to me, but also stuff that seems good at the time, rather than like, hey, this actually really fits the video. I know there are other people that are way better at this than I am. I want to say Jacob Geller does a very good job of timing his music with his videos. I do not shout out most YouTubers often or lightly, but I definitely remember, as far as creators go, his like timing and music sense when it comes to his videos, and how they're put together feels like above and beyond what I do, and I always feel a little guilty for that. But I also then have so much work to do that it's kind of hard not to kind of cut corners there. So I can't blame developers for being a little sloppy with like music choice or other things. Hey, what does spacebar do? Oh, right, spacebar is I hop out of my mech, which is really funny and also probably completely useless down below. We're getting there. I'm hoping to find some more mines to connect, though. Oh, so all those like boots and things are just trash. They're worth $3. Yeah, okay, I won't do that. Whoa, how many different items do we potentially have? A lot, apparently. Okay, do we go looking for the... Yeah, sure. Let's go looking for that leet treasure. This is like right here? What? No, it's L. Oh, 37. Sorry, I was thinking 1313 because I'm a goofus. Okay, so this is 13, so yeah, we just go down here. Luckily, I already kind of have. But I'd love to look into it at some point to see if there's any developers who go out of their way. Oh, I should have gotten down, whatever. I guess this is kind of pointless. Developers who go out of the way to kind of like bring up how to select good music for indie games. Ah, you can even see the map icon here. Awesome, I found a treasure map. Well done! Now select it with Q and E and follow it to the treasure. Smell treasure already. Ah, no wait, that's the chicken wing under my seat that I'm smelling. I guess I'm gonna just dig over first. It's good money, and having lateral paths makes it a little easier for me to get to certain things. Okay. Plus it lets me fall down. Oh, hey. Is it just saying there's another mine here? Oh, we are capped out on dirt. Shoot. Oh, wait. Where are we? Let's do it from this. So X32. I should dig down from X32 and connect to that to the mine pipe system. Because it looks like this treasure map at least takes me to another one of those income generating mines. There we go. Take my dirt. Thank you. Okay. Realgar shortage. It's that time again. There's a shortage of Realgar ore. Let's collect some while the prices are high. Collect a batch of 10 Realgar ores. We'll easily get double their usual value if we can sell it in one batch. Alright. Oh, you know what I can also do, though? I can get a new mech finally. Okay, 32 is right here, where the boxes are. Yeah, worm, snake, beetle, scorpion, turtle, kangaroo, rhino, crane. Okay, so what do we want to do? Honestly, for this, let's just do a double drill power. So you bought yourself a shiny new mech. Absolutely, it has 2 cup holders. Right, anyway, as you might have noticed, your new mech won't be of much use without upgrades. Here's a little cash for you to upgrade it and get it on par with your old one. Awesome, thanks boss. Okay, drill power. Probably do inventory and dirt size. No. Let's just do raw drill power for now. I do kind of wish the mechs were a little bit more immediately... I don't want to... Well, I guess I will say, like, a little bit more immediately accessible, variable. What's up, Frog? Ha! Friggity Frog. Must be hard running a shop without thumbs. Froggy! Good talk. Okay, small bomb? Yes. I like the writing for this. It's very Flash game, but in the best way. Yeah, so let's just dig straight down. I wonder if using bombs is probably my easy way of breaking into the lateral layers that I kind of have denied myself. What I was going to say, though, is I would love to see the mechs actually be a little bit more viable. In terms of, like, every mech is useful, so maybe the bigger, more expensive ones are genuinely better, but it isn't just kind of a linear upgrade system. There is actually more of that feeling of, hey, each of these is viable in its own way. Just kind of pick and choose your flavor, as opposed to everybody picks the same mech because it's functionally... because it's functionally better than the rest. So maybe like mechs that are really good at moving dirt really fast. Max it out. You're doing a good job upgrading your mech. Try to max one of your mechs completely and I'll give you a cash bonus. Another cash bonus. Awesome. Been meaning to ask you a question. You're paying me for all of these missions, but where's the cash coming in? You running a money laundering operation or something? Shush. People might be listening. Oh, wait. I was just... never mind. Because, yeah, for example, it would be kind of cool if there was a specific mech that thrived with digging lateral... Or, not digging lateral tunnels, but, like, could actually crawl up and down walls. You know, maybe it can still untether itself and fly helicopter style up and down. But maybe it has the capacity to like, hook itself on, like, right here. And then start digging over, so you don't have to use explosives to get over. Or, yeah, like I said, like a mech that is particularly good at shoveling dirt instead. So, especially if you're playing multiplayer, you have the one guy that is just the dirt loader, whose entire job is to, let's see, whose entire job is to dig paths to the ores. And, you know, maybe it totally sucks at getting access to the other ores. But because it, so it's good at getting to the ores, but it's really bad at actually mining them. But you're making all of these, like, really convenient pathways for everybody else to go and then mine the ores and bring them back for you. Little stuff like that, I think, would go a very long way at making this game feel... slightly more interesting. It's not like it's not interesting in the moment. I just see the potential for a lot of lateral variety with these mechs, so each one kind of has its own specialty. Even to the point where maybe even the bulldozer mech is actually really good at... Okay, do we want to buy... Oh, we can upgrade that. Oh, that's interesting. So maybe what I need to do is actually just dig this one straight down. I mean, I might as well. There's not much else for it. But yeah, maybe even the bulldozer mech lets you put down things that, like, effectively roads. So you can pave, not only, like, dig dirt, but you can pave a path. So that people following your tracks are actually, like, way faster as a result. So there's kind of that feeling of cooperation and speciality. And that way, like, even as a solo player, there's kind of a reason for you to play around with each mech beyond just, like, this one's better and has a bigger capacity. Not to say that that alone is specifically bad or anything, it's just a matter of, like, feeling a connection to the mech you're rolling in, rather than just, like, this is the next one. I have the same problem with like a lot of boy, I really am in an analytical mood today. I need to write some more blog posts and video essays. Okay, let's tell the guy to extend it further. Okay, so we're gonna have to hold that to buy a lot. That's okay. Yeah, because what I'll probably do is just have one singular path that goes straight down, and then we just connect it laterally. I should have thought of that beforehand, but is what it is. I think it's just there to the right. Okay. Yeah, do we go over and grab these other ores? I might as well. No reason not to. And it will pay for the pipes. But I think part of the reason why I bring up the, like, alternate mechs that are actually worth playing is I play a lot of incremental games where you only have kind of one upgrade path, and it's just kind of... Oh, no, I can do this. You only have one real upgrade path, and it's just full linear. It's like playing an RPG where every single new sword you find is just like plus 1 better than the next. So your first sword does 1 damage, your second sword does 2 damage, your third sword does 3, maybe 4 damage, and so on and so forth. After a certain point, you get kind of tired of picking up swords that, unless it's literally like twice as good as the previous one, it's not that there's no reason to pick it up, it just doesn't feel like there's a reason to. It's not like the sword does any better. Yeah, I think we're going down to depth 35-ish. I'll go turn some things in. And unload my dirt. Let's see, pipes over here. Alright, so we're getting there. We want it to be on level 45 and change. So, yeah, 46. I'll probably just have it go past, to be entirely honest. Now, we haven't found whatever that ore is that he was requesting. Yeah, so we're just going to have to keep an eye out for that. At least the further down we go, the better the ore. So, that's a good sign. Well done, you've reached 50 meters in depth. Did you find anything? Absolutely, I totally lost a chicken wing yesterday, but I just found it under my seat. Yum. Get your head together, kid. I meant, did you find the cause of the strange noises? Ah, right, I knew that. Well, not really, no. Huh. Well, there's a little cash bonus for your efforts anyway. Maybe getting that mech clean. Maybe get that mech clean. I can smell the chicken from up here. I'll have to recalibrate my equipment and try and locate the strange noises again. In the meantime, why don't you go ahead and keep digging towards 100 meters in depth? Yes, sir, off I go. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to be really sloppy about how I mine. I'd love to be organized, but I'm just not going to be. It's just not in the cards for me. Okay, do we have enough? With all the ores that I've mined, probably. If we can get over here and grab a little bit more. I probably should have kept going sideways. Hopefully we get like a drill charge or something later. Like there's more progression systems than the ones I've seen so far. Just so I can get to a lot of these ores on the later levels. Either that or we just get so powerful I can swim through the earth. And we just truly dig out every single bit of ground underneath the town. Emptying everything out till there's nothing left. That could also happen. I'd feel a bit bad about it, but whatever. Okay, right pipe. Don't think I can do any more, but that's fine. There it is. Okay. Attach pipe. Now, is that going to go all the way? And keep going until it hits a limitation? Looks like it. It's kind of weird that we were just attaching a pipe to... let's see, do we wanna do this? Is that even gonna help me? I have no idea. Bomb it. Oh, that just deletes the ore. Okay, so that's super not worth doing. I mean, we have infinite free money over time, so it's not like it really matters if I destroy something or not. But best if I don't do it. Better to just get like a really high drill speed so I can just dig everything up super duper quickly instead. Because then I can just hold down until I fill out, and then I go back up and just kind of rinse and repeat until there's nothing left. This is go around. I don't think I see too much else. A golden goblet. How much stuff did people just litter down here, and how did it end up down here anyway? Okay. I don't know. Brain's elsewhere. It's been a long couple of days. Today was kind of funky. It was rainy, and I think I slept for like 9-10 hours, which I normally don't do. I'm usually kind of a 6-hour kind of guy. I'm saying kind of a lot. Kind of. But yeah, usually I wake up and I can't stop thinking about things that I want to do, or like have to do, or want to write about, or something like that. My brain is just like, hey, you're awake now, time to think. And I'm like, I wish I could sleep. And it says no. Let's see. Ooh, 300 for that. What's the next mech? 15. So, 15,000. Kind of expensive. And it looks like they just get... Oh, no. I guess some of them do have specialties. So, for example, I'd rather have the beetle than the scorpion. Scorpion only has a little bit more drill power. But I think I'd rather save up for stuff like the turtle. And yeah, you can definitely tell that there are variances here. That it's not just all one or the other. What else does he have? Dynamite, confetti, teleporter, booster? Probably speed. Oh, and there is an upper limit on how far I can move. I do like how my mech does kind of squash when I'm trying to, like, dig down. That it has, like, a little bit of a cartoonish, like, trying to go down. I like that. It's charming. Oh. What's I going to say? Apart from everything else, just topics and brain and sleeping. Oh, right. Just my day. You can tell I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel, or I'm trying to get myself off a topic if I start talking about my day. I don't know. Today's kind of important. Well, not important, but thing happened. So if you live in the US, Black Friday is a capitalist holiday, kind of like Christmas, where every company tries to convince you that all of their stuff is on sale, so you should go and buy it, which usually works. I think it hasn't been working as well lately, because there's less of a reason to feed into it. From my own perspective, I just own most of the stuff I could possibly want, usually. And so Black Friday was always more of kind of like a fun oddity where it's just like, oh, let's see how many people are swarming the store. Especially because Black Friday is starting to turn into the capitalist holiday that lasts for like the entire week of Thanksgiving. So go out and buy stuff whenever you feel like it. So at least for... let's see. I guess I might as well explain what Black Friday means. It effectively means that the profits are in the black, and so then it's kind of more of inventory cleaning. Mostly it just turns into get your Christmas shopping done today because we got a bunch of sales. And so, yeah, normally I'm just like, oh yeah, let's go see if there's something funny. Back when I was a kid, it was like the way to get a bunch of computer parts for almost nothing. But now I can't wait that long. You know, if I have a non-functional computer, I can't work. Whereas when I was a kid, it was just like, oh, shoot, yeah, we can get, like, way better RAM deals on RAM, and, like, get that while you can, as opposed to now where it's just like, oh, I need new RAM bad, and I can't wait. Both are kind of maybe just because, well, that's mostly just because, once again, I need a computer to do my job. And so, there's kind of that burning need, whereas when I was a kid, who cared? I couldn't even buy most games back in the day, so buying expensive computer stuff seemed silly. But there was still kind of that aspect of that. I definitely remember getting some goodies here and there. I remember getting like a wireless keyboard and mouse for like 20 bucks off of like 100, and I thought that was really cool because that was the early days of Logitech having wireless anything. And so there's kind of that aspect of like, yes, I got a good deal, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, I guess I mean, that was a good deal. But also, I don't really like wireless stuff because it runs out of batteries at the worst time, or just has connection issues, and boy, I don't really want to work around that. So like all of my controllers are usually just corded in because I don't want to have to deal with my computer's Bluetooth saying like, hey, I forgot to be Bluetooth for a while. Here, you're dead in your game now, and it's my fault, but everybody's gonna get mad at you if you get angry about this. Because how dare you use a wireless controller that should function? I don't know. It's one of those where it's like, Bluetooth should function way better than it does, and I don't know why Microsoft or anybody else in charge of making Bluetooth a thing. I do not know why they do not make it better. I'm sure there are reasons, but I'm also assuming it's just probably not profitable enough. It's not the big selling point it used to be, while also becoming computer standard, and therefore we just have this kind of bad, sloppy handling of a kind of crucial component of a lot of computers. My phone does Bluetooth perfectly fine. Computers? No. Anyway, so yeah, we just decided to go out to Best Buy to go take a look at what they had. I'd already like bought a replacement for my headphones because I can only hear out of one ear on my headphones, and that's a problem. That's like actually a huge problem for me. Okay, we're looking at 9 per second? I think so. Well, what do we want to do? Just go straight down? See if we can find some more mines? I could probably talk to the old man, maybe he has something else to say. But I think let's just prep it so I can maybe find some more mines down here. Because we're getting to the point where a lot of these ores aren't worth the time, compared to just letting the automatic income go for like 20 minutes. Maybe that's not true. I don't know. But we figured we'd go because I knew they'd have deals on hard drives and I want to see what hard drives they had. And then Michelle's been looking to pick up movies. After the actors' strikes, we've been kind of looking, or actors and writers' strikes, we've been kind of looking into, hey, but what if we just owned our movies instead of relying on an unreliable streaming service to maybe have them? And like, streaming services are pretty good at having a library to watch, and also pretty good at having a decent library to watch. But from my perspective, I don't know, I just don't want to pay 15, 20 bucks a month for stuff that I might not care to watch that much. Unless it has something specific, and I'd almost rather, you know, pay 15, 20 bucks a month to just buy the 1 or 2 movies that I actually do want to watch. And then I get to keep it forever so I can rewatch it and not have to worry about, you know, the movie company deciding, oh, you know what? Batwoman's actually not going to perform well in theaters for us, so we're just going to cancel the whole thing, throw it away, and then write it off as some kind of tax loss, which that feels very illegal to me, even though it apparently isn't, question mark? Like, I actually was kind of vaguely interested in the, oh, what was it? Coyote versus Acme? Whatever that Roadrunner movie that got canceled recently. Hearing about it actually made it sound kind of fun, and I'm like, oh yeah, that would have been neat. Oh wait, it's never going to be real, and that sucks. Well, I mean, it is real, it's just the movie companies wrote it off, and probably can't undo that without having to pay a hefty tax bill, or I don't even know how it works. Like, that's the thing, it's literally wizard magic that is also probably financial crimes, but who knows? I don't know, I'm mad about that. But so I've gotten kind of disillusioned with streaming services, and I'm even gonna say digital ownership to some degree is starting to lose its luster. So like, I'm starting to buy at least some level of physical Switch games. I don't think I'm going to buy a whole lot of like PlayStation or computer games physically, just because they're going to get ported up forever anyway. Whereas Nintendo is kind of unreliable, which, like, good for them for making their unreliability digitally into a selling point for their physical games. Because it is actually getting me to buy some more Nintendo games if I see them on sale. So I picked up, like, Kirby and the Forgotten Land for, like, $40 a couple months ago. I picked up Bayonetta 3. Today I picked up Kirby Return to Dreamland, Nightmare in Dreamland Redux. I forget the name of it. And what was the other one I picked up that was cheap? Oh, right, the Metal Gear Collection for $40. Which shocked me a little bit, because didn't that come out like a month or two ago? I'm not sure. I've actually never owned a Metal Gear Solid game, except for Revengeance, so it's kind of like, oh yeah, actually this is going to be kind of cool to eventually play through them. Even if Konami is still kind of like, it could be better. There's still that feeling of like, this is still kind of exciting for me. Even if the actual collection wasn't as good as it could have been by every account I've read on the matter. Let's see. So what was I going to say beyond that? But so yeah, we picked up like 2 random games, a couple of hard drives because I can always use more hard drive space. And then we picked up like a silly amount of movies. So it was like the Mario movie, the 2 Spider-Verse movies, and what else did we get? We got Barbie. Barbie was like $10. And I was just like, well, I mean, it's going to cost me $5 to rent it anyway. So yeah, I guess we've just picked up a silly amount of movies. So I'm kind of breaking my whole rule of, 10 to 15 or 10 to 20 bucks a month spent on movies and whatnot. But it was weirdly gratifying to actually be in a store to buy a movie physically for once. And there's kind of that feeling of like, I should maybe do this more often? Because I've definitely been doing it with board games lately. I have a lot of physical board games and tabletop RPGs. Which I guess I might as well say I showed off my collection as like a Patreon and YouTube members video. So if you do want to see me showcasing some of the stuff that I own, I guess that is a thing that I offer now. At some point it'll be like an actual public video, but I think I'm gonna do it with a little bit more care and attention than just like me sitting in front of a camera with no microphone, just talking about stuff. My camera's microphone is okay, but it's definitely not as good as like if I had a good lapel mic or something. Let's see. But yeah, so that's been my day. Weird compared to my normal, because I usually like just hanging out and playing video games all day. Which usually translates to work. But not always. Like I've been trying to play a lot more games on my own, just as kind of like a mental health thing. I got into video games because I got into YouTubing and being a YouTuber that covers indie games because I love games. But as anybody that has ever done a hobby as a job, or I call them jobbies, kind of because why the hell not? But like if you've ever tried to turn your hobby into a jobby, you'll kind of know that it's really, I'm gonna say it's kind of this like weird insidious, like it's really cool for a while and then you start burning out and then it's the worst thing ever, because the thing that you loved that you were doing because you loved it has now just become work, and now you don't love it anymore in the same way that you used to, and that blows. And so from my perspective, I've been trying to figure out how to like, hey, how do I reclaim enjoying video games again beyond just doing like one-off coverage? And I think one is just having higher standards helps. Nothing's worse. Well, okay, one was stopping doing Let's Plays. Not having to force yourself to finish a game that you are no longer enjoying helps tremendously, because yeah, nowadays it's just like, oh, I don't like this game anymore, I'm just gonna stop here. I might not even finish a single video on it, let alone a whole series. So like not having to be in that position has helped a lot. But then the other one is of course just just sitting down and playing a game for myself and just like kicking back and relaxing. There's still kind of that overwhelming urge to record the whole thing and like put commentary over it or like do it up as a post commentary series, or who knows. So I'm hoarding all of my footage and buying terabytes worth of hard drives just to store it, just in case I do decide to go back and turn things into turn all that footage into something. And like I probably will someday. I think it would actually be kind of fun to take an entire playthrough of a game that I actually rather enjoyed and say like, hey, here's my experience start to finish, but with like jokes and stuff, but it's only like a video long, as opposed to 50 videos, and I'm tired now. I don't know if it would exactly have the same level of impact in terms of like viewership and stuff, but I feel like it would be more fun, maybe not, I don't know. Things to play around with. I think the other thing that's helping just be not burnt out is mostly just not working as much. Being able to just say like, yep, I'm done for the day. I don't need to hit any quotas. I've got my like couple of videos for the week. Well, a couple of videos for the week. It's generally I shoot for about 14. Sometimes it gets up to 21, give or take, which is actually a lot if you think about it. I mean, maybe if you're watching like multiple Let's Players simultaneously, that's not. Especially if you have it all running just kind of in the background. I feel like I have to scoop up all of my money, even if it's kind of silly. Oh, right, he wanted me to max this one out. Do I, or do we just go up a mech level? We only need one more. Yeah, sure. Music's still good. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what other creators say on the matter of like burnout, because the other thing I've seen with like a lot of creators is kind of the 10-year midlife crisis that we go through, which is after a certain point the creator gets really sick of whatever their mainline kind of video format or game of choice, and then they start doing weird things like starting a travel channel or blogging constantly, or not blogging, doing like a bunch of lifestyle video logs, or just weighing in on endless drama rather than doing something original. And it feels like there's a lot of different ways that creators kind of express their discontent with what they were doing and try and pivot to something else. And I'd very much like to continuously not do that. You know, do something fun for me that is also still very much the spirit of what I used to do. So it's not like too much of a whiplash. And also so I don't feel creatively bankrupt. And so for me, I guess it's turning into also me being weirdly analytical about stuff. I just mined a boot. There's something about that. I know it's not the first one that I've mined, but there's something about just mining a boot that makes me laugh here. Alright, well, I think this is going to be it for me. We've dug out a lot here, and got a fair bit done. We haven't actually found whatever the rumbling noise is, but I'm assuming you gotta go down way farther to actually find that sort of thing. I think, as far as, like, this game goes, what it needs is maybe some more stuff going on. It's just a lot of, it's a lot of dirt, it's a lot of money, and there are a couple of mines, and maybe there's some other things to go on. I would love to see the mechs be a little bit more, like, niche in their uses, rather than just being slightly better versions of the previous ones. I'd love to see the dirt actually get harder to mine the further you go down, so there's kind of that reason to upgrade your drills. Because I really could actually just hold down until I hit the bottom of the world, or until it stops me or something, and it might. Oh, actually, speaking of the dirt being harder to mine, I guess I just needed to go down deeper, and then it was going to get harder. Oh yeah, that's deeper. Hey boss, I made it to 100 meters of depth. However, there's no sign of anything that could cause strange noises here either. Again, how's that possible? I'm confident my measurements were accurate this time. Whoa, what's happening? That strange noise, there it is again. You must be close now. Keep digging. You sure this is safe? What could be down there? I'm sure it'll be fine. Besides, no one ever died from investigating strange underground noises in a mining mech, right? Solid argument. I'll keep digging. I would love to see the dirt tiles also being maybe a little bit more unique. Not to say that they're kind of repetitive as they currently are. Oh, they are. It's fine for what it is. But there's no real feeling of like, there's no sense of place for where I'm at. I'm just here. And here is no different from there. And so some level of like variation in the tiles would be nice. I'd also say maybe even some equipment could actually be kind of cool. Like to the point where you can, maybe you get rid of some of the like incremental nature on the mechs. Instead make it an overall incremental like stat for your character. And then have each of the mechs actually have different slots. So like, for example, this mech might only have one drill slot, but there might be another mech with two. Or there's a mech with a drill slot that specifically can fit the bulldozer blade instead. Got to deliver all of my dirt. Or once again, the one that can grip the walls, or, you know, maybe treads or legs, or better jets and some other things. Whee! So you're actually like finding and swapping in equipment, or even buying equipment that do interesting things rather than just specifically unlocking or upgrading your stats over and over and over again. Let's see. Oh, right, the next level is like 10,000. None of these are particularly necessary, but I feel like it would elevate the game pretty hard in terms of like giving you something to work on apart from just mining dirt. Because some degree, if I want money, I think I should just leave the game running for like an hour and just upgrade my mine a bunch and then go find every mine available. Because the ores are nice, but they're not worth that much. Yeah, copper's like 100 a pop, which isn't terrible. Like, don't get me wrong in that regard, but I have to do a lot of copper mining. Because unless I'm wrong, I can just wait for 11 seconds since and that's the equivalent of like one instance of copper mined. And this entire mining trip is probably going to, I'm probably going to make more money from the automatic income than I am from the actual mining of it. I could be wrong on that regard, but it's kind of close, at least at the moment. Maybe the more valuable ores later on will kind of change that, but more valuable mines later will also change that. So there's kind of that feeling of like, I could do this, or I could just dig straight down, do whatever quest progress there is, and then just otherwise let the game fund itself slowly over time. Or use cheat engine so it could go really, really fast. Anyway, but yeah, if there was a little bit more reason to specifically be mining the ores and like searching for things and grab stuff, especially if, yeah, you can have like transport tubes that move all the ores for you, and you know, maybe there's treasure chests and stuff with cool parts in it that are worth slotting onto your mech to do different things. Maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of ways that this can go, and I do like what I've seen so far. But I'm also curious to see where it ends up when it's further along, because I think it's still very much in early access, correct? No, it's not in early access, but there's planning on more. Yeah, progress so far. So fixing bugs and polishing the game. Okay, so new game plus, new content, new map, new storyline, new mechs, and new resources. So maybe these are things that would be better reserved for a future game, to something to that degree. Wow, upgrading your mech to maximum is not worth it here. But I don't know. Anyway, with all of that said, Mining Mechs is available on Steam. It is $3, which I think maybe that's part of it. Oh, SteamWorld Dig 1, 2, and Mining Mechs, so you can even get a bundle with all of them. Which I actually would recommend. But I would love to see a follow-up to this that gets a little deeper, costs a little bit more, but has more for players to like really get into. Either more on an automation angle, an exploration angle, or character progression angle, or really hopefully all of those at once. Because this is exactly the kind of like brain off, have fun game that could be really neat with a crew of friends who are all just like ripping and tearing through the ground as fast as possible. And it feels like it could be a winner with a couple more iterations. Even just one more that just goes like all the way. Maybe. Anyway, with all that said, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know, and if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But with that, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.